I'm Chronix, and this is Crystal from the most extreme wrestling, and this is your Raw review for January 30th, 2012, a fallout from the Royal Rumble. And man, this episode of Raw felt like I was watching a pay-per-view with some of the matches they had, some of the names they had, and some of the events. We'll get all to it in due time.
That's right. So we start out the show with Laryngitis himself out there with his job on the line, saying, you know, I'm confident I'm going to be named the permanent general manager of Raw. And
after his assessment.
Yeah, after his assessment with Triple H tonight. And he says, you know, I called the match right down the middle with Punk, just like I said. And then he keeps stuttering the whole time. It was like driving me crazy. It's like he couldn't talk tonight. And
he said the elimination pay-per-view.
Yeah.
He didn't say that right.
And then he also messed up R-Truth's name. He announced the contestants in the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view, which are going to be CM Punk, Kofi Kingston, Dolph Ziggler, The Miz, R-Truth, and Chris Jericho.
Yeah.
That is going to be February 19th. But anyways, and he then says, you know, tonight, here's some previews. We're going to have Kofi versus The Miz, R-Truth versus Randy. Who was Randy Orton? Not R-Truth.
Orton was versus Ziggler.
Orton versus Ziggler. And Bryan versus Punk, blah, blah,
which is a big deal. Champion versus champion. That's the pay-per-view match I'm talking about.
Whatever.
World Heavyweight Champion, WWE Champion, 2 Ring of Honor guys, great wrestlers. Super excited.
I was uninterested. Okay, and so then we have Punk. Punk comes out. Oh, and then Jerry the King Lawler, I liked it because the announcers are so good at this. He turned around the stuttering thing. He's like, you see that Laryngitis is stuttering because he's nervous. And I'm like, nice job. It's not because he's retarded and can't talk tonight. Even though I really don't think he's retarded. He was just having a bad day.
I think they were just setting it up for later. I think he was doing that on purpose, honestly. He also set up Beth Phoenix versus Eve.
Oh, sorry. I forgot about that.
Don't forget about that.
Lame. Well, I mean...
big time match.
Alright, so then we have CM Punk comes out singing the Na 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 song, which was funny. And then he's like, you know, Laryngitis is like, you owe me an apology because you thought I was going to screw you, but I didn't. And Punk is like, you're a liar, you're a corporate patsy.
You're a dork.
It was good.
You wear clown shoes and you suck blow at the same time.
That's right. And there was a Kelly joke about that. But
go on Twitter. Well, you could probably imagine what it would be. But there was no Kelly on Raw. So.
No, there wasn't, thank goodness. Where it's replaced by her dumb sister Eve. Anyway, so Triple H is going to 86 you, blah, blah, blah. Good promo. Laryngitis is like, I'm honest and fair and creative. Let's have a handshake. And Punk is like, are you sleepy? Because that's the only reason you should be giving me your hand. It's also funny.
So, Bryan comes running down the ring.
Ooh.
Yes!
Since when do you like this guy?
No, I was just quoting what he says.
Oh.
He's never been one of my favorite.
I was just checking. I thought you
I'm not a super Daniel Bryan fan.
Personality meltdown or something.
I don't hate him like you do. But, you know, I'm cool with him. But he comes out doing that, and it makes me laugh because, you know, I like him being a heel because he's so annoying, he's so obnoxious, and he's really working
to me. Like, he's not, like, to me, heels should be funny, and he's not funny.
That's a different kind of heel. So
he
runs in there, it's interrupting this, talking about this love triangle.
He does get booed from the crowd. And then, look, my deal was he tries to verbally spar with CM Punk. And I tried to think of a really great analogy for this, but I couldn't, so I'll just tell you what I mean. He's trying to verbally spar with Punk, who is really good at sparring and going back and forth. He's really quick, he talks fast, he thinks fast. Quick-witted. Daniel Bryan, I don't know if he's slow-witted or the things just come out of his mouth slowly or what, but all Daniel Bryan did was slow down and make cumbersome the verbal battle and make it stupid.
Well, he says that no one cares about the soap opera. He's a role model, because he's a vegan. He doesn't eat meat, you know. And Punk is like, whatever. They all say, let's be pals and let's have a match or whatever and shake hands, all that crap. But then Sheamus comes down to the ring. He's going to break up the love triangle.
Yeah, because Sheamus reminded me...
He says he's the 2012 Royal Rumble.
Sheamus cracks me up because he walks out like... It was like 2 adults that were arguing and their little kid comes out and it's like, Mommy, I'm here. I won the Royal Rumble. Like, that's when it cracked me up.
Really?
Because he walked out and was like, hey... Just to remind you, I'm the Royal Rumble winner. And, like, it just reminded me of that.
I didn't see that at all.
I saw that. I mean, I'm not saying it was, like, bad or horrible or I hate Sheamus or anything.
I just didn't see that perspective.
I was just saying I saw that perspective.
Anyways. Says that, Johnny, you're going to be fired tonight, you know.
Yeah, and then he says, I have this old Irish saying for you. May Triple H kick you in the arse so hard that you'll be throwing up your lace-covered undies.
Okay.
It's great.
Get the counter out.
Look, I love Sheamus for his little bits of Irish wisdom like that.
It's crazy. Oh, and for months we've been saying on our Q&A videos, he's the future of the company.
We have, even though we forgot about him in the Royal Rumble video.
I know.
We have been saying he was the future of the company.
It's documented.
In a long-term perspective, we hadn't forgot about him, so...
So, anyways...
Where's the countdown?
The countdown, or the actually count. Start the count. First... WrestleMania point.
Oh, yeah.
They point at the sign. Which I had a sign, but I probably would get taken down because...
That's true. It's like Chronix's favorite thing is to count the points because they really bother him.
It doesn't really bother me. It's just ridiculous because it's like... It's just so dumb. I don't know. It's just like, I start laughing when they start showing it in the background and they're about to be like...
That's true. He did start laughing. He's like, here comes the points.
I know. But... it was the first one of the night, so hey.
Alright, so
first match of the night
is Dolph Ziggler versus Randy Orton. And, look, I had an observation about Dolph Ziggler. I'm also having some issues here, sorry. Is that Dolph, I think, has come into his own, partially because he needed his own gimmick. Because it's like he was trying to do the Mr. Perfect thing, and he was I am perfection and all this, and now, giving me weird looks.
I was just listening.
Mm-hmm. Anyways, and I can still see you. There's a mirror.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways. And so now Dolph is like the show-off, and that's like his thing, and I just feel like he's come into his own...
So he's evolved.
...persona.
He wasn't trying to copy anybody anymore. He's his own man.
That's what I was trying to say. Thank you for summing my long sentence up into like 3 words. Appreciate it.
Alright, so Wade Barrett. He's up at the press box, up at the top with Joey...
No, he's in a luxury sky box.
Oh, yeah, because he's a heel. Okay. Well, if he was a face, they would have just called it a sky box, the cheap seats, nosebleeds, you know what I mean? So he's up there at the top with Joey Matthews, who made his very first...
You mean Josh Matthews?
Yeah, whatever. He made his very first appearance on the January 22nd Monday Night Raw episode, Classic Raw review that I did. He was actually on there. Can you freaking believe it?
Let's count the plugs of the night.
Oh my gosh. But anyways, Joey Matthews is out there and he's interviewing him, which I find weird because he's doing commentary with him, and at the same time, Jerry the King Lawler and Michael Cole are doing commentary at the bottom. So how do they know when to speak? I just find this completely bizarre. They had to have like coaching going on, but you have commentators on the ground and commentators in the sky. It's freaking insane. But of course, the match was good.
Commentators here, commentators there, commentators everywhere.
Oh my. Dolph Ziggler and Randy Orton had a good match, and this is what I'm talking about. This should have been on a pay-per-view. I'm sorry, that just seems like a... I don't know. I don't know, but it was a great match, and it was a hard-fought win. People on Twitter were really, asking me, like, saying that it looked like Dolph was getting buried, but I gotta say, man, I thought that at first, but really, he didn't get buried. It was a hard-fought win for Randy Orton. It's not like he just plowed through him in 1 minute, which that happened twice tonight. It's like under 1 minute wins and whatnot.
That's true.
Didn't get buried. And this was more about Wade Barrett and Randy Orton since he was doing the commentary and everything. So I think that Dolph Ziggler was just out there to have a good match. So now we can move on. Big Johnny, he sees William Regal. He asks how his sons are, and he's like, I don't have sons, I have daughters, and they're conjoined.
They're conjoined
What the crap?
It was funny. The way he said it was funny. It made me chuckle, because he said they were conjoined and he kept them in the attic. And it was
I feel just besmirched. That's what I feel.
I thought it was funny the way that they went back and forth with it, and I chuckled.
And then we saw Kurt Hawkins, which could only indicate that Tyler Rex is somewhere around the corner. I even put it on Tyler Rex's deal, and I'm waiting for Tyler Rex to make it on Raw, because Tyler Rex, I like Tyler Rex.
I don't know why. I think you have a man crush on him, because you think that he has cool abs, which he doesn't really, so they're not that impressive. You have a man crush.
Whatever. The disco ball is dropped. And Brodus Clay comes to squash the jobber of the week. And the jobber of the week is none other than...
Tyler Rex.
Damn it!
Don't cuss. It's okay.
It's not a cuss word.
How is it not a cuss word?
Damn?
It's a cuss word.
Damn Suicide is my Twitter name.
Oh, that's true.
I don't count that.
You're so bad.
You can say damn in PG.
Quit saying it!
Fine! I predicted this match would last 36 seconds, but it actually lasted 1 minute and 3 seconds. So I think this was one of the longest
He was proud of himself.
Because me and some other friends on Twitter have a like a contest.
Oh, you do? I didn't know that for real.
Yeah, a contest to see how long the Brodus Clay match is going to be.
Oh, that's cool. Why didn't I get on that?
Because you suck.
Because nobody invited me and I'm out of the loop, like the poor kid on the playground that has to watch from the sidelines.
Yeah, you're used to it.
I see how it is. Oh, that was wrong.
Brodus Clay gets the win, of course.
Yep. I wonder when he's going to quit plowing through jobbers and do something else.
I think you got to do this a while to establish him, you know. You don't want to move too fast. But CM Punk, Daniel Bryan, and get some backstage banner as CM Punk says, "I'm straight edge. I'm not a role model. I'm too freaking cool for that."
It wasn't really a banner. It was Daniel Bryan sucking and Punk trying to have banter.
D. Bryan says, "I'm a vegan. I don't eat meat because when you eat meat, you like die and kill yourself or whatever." And you know, trying to be a heel and all that fun stuff. So whatever. Now we go into the actual match with CM Punk versus Daniel Bryan, and everyone's freaking marking out on their Twitter pages. You know what I'm saying? It's like, who's the best champ? World Heavyweight Champ or WWE Champ? As I had to put on there, man. Chris Jericho was so awesome. He had both of these belts at the same time. So it's like you divide these people into two different people, and you got these two champions going against each other. But it was a good match.
To me, there's no contest on which champion is better. It's like, duh.
Who's better?
The WWE champion.
Who's the WWE champion?
Punk.
No, yeah.
I'm just saying, not necessarily him specifically, but I'm just saying that championship belt is worth more.
Minutes into this match, I thought, you know what? It doesn't make any sense for anybody to win this, because then it makes one of the champions look bad. Not really the champion, but the championship. And they cannot make the championships look any weaker, right? Especially the World Heavyweight Champion.
I guess, because it's like crap.
And we all know that CM Punk, you know, I guess would win, like in reality or something. I mean, in fake reality or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like wrestling logic, he would win because he's more important champion than Daniel Bryan.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because the other dude's a heel or
like
whatever.
Like I just said that championship is more important, like I just said. Yeah.
But anyways, it ended in a DQ, so that's why. So... What a bunch of crap.
Why did it DQ?
I don't know. Why did it DQ?
Because Chris Jericho randomly comes out and attacks
Punk. Yeah, that was important.
Good job on forgetting that. But anyways, this aggravated me because I know that there's been talk that, it's going to be Punk and Chris Jericho at WrestleMania because the best and something. But anyways, I don't care. To me, like, that's not relevant. And so it doesn't make sense to me. We all know I don't like things that don't make sense. It doesn't make sense to me that Jericho just came out and randomly attacked him.
It has to make sense on a level that's beyond wrestling, man. For you.
I guess. Because it's like, I can't just have random people attacking random people. I need a backstory to get into it. I need to understand. There was no backstory. It just happened. But then, again, see, the announcers came through for me because they provided me with a tiny explanation that, we haven't understood Jericho since he came back. This is just another strange Jericho event. Yeah. So I accepted my tiny grain of salt explanation and went on my way.
Kind of looks like they're setting up the inevitable WrestleMania 28 match between Chris Jericho
and CM
Punk.
Yeah, so anyway, Bryan wins as a result of the DQ.
So, Mike Tyson, the new celebrity wing or whatever into
Hall
the
of Fame inductee
into the Hall of Fame. So
which
awesome for that.
I am glad about that because unlike other celebrities, he actually deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. He stayed with the company a while. He did a lot for the business. He kind of brought it up. Yeah.
And I hope the Stone Cold inducts him. So, Kofi Kingston versus The Miz. I have a problem in this match. The Miz is supposed to be established as a upper or maybe even main event guy. Kofi Kingston ain't no main eventer.
They're knocking the Miz down.
Maybe in the future. I know. He just lost his tag team belt, so he instantly gets pushed to the main event. That's crap.
Yeah, and I don't like the way that they're treating our boy The Miz, because I mean, he deserves better than this.
Of course, The Miz said that he lasted 45 minutes in the Rumble. Makes him look better. He's going to go on to win Elimination Chamber, going on to WrestleMania, going to win the championship. Why? Because he's awesome.
By the way, this is another example of apparently something becoming more common, because apparently they discovered a pattern. R-Truth was on commentary, and there was no post-match beatdown.
Huh, that's true.
So, once again, I offer this as evidence that WWE is clearly listening to us, because as soon as I pointed out the pattern, it went away.
You poked holes in their logic.
I sure did.
And they just feel stupid now.
That's right.
R-Truth truth was a lot more subdued, I guess, because he had a little suit on, and he wasn't like screaming on the microphone or whatever. So I mean that was cool, but Kofi Kingston gets his little finisher with this spinning kick, Trouble in Paradise, and gets the win.
It was awesome.
I tried to hold it in, but it didn't work. Anyways, Big Johnny's backstage and he's texting. David Otunga comes in there.
Hold on.
Johnny is paranoid. What?
Well, oh, never mind. No, sorry.
Are you serious? Bro, where was Zack Ryder? I know he had his neck broke and his back broke. He showed up at the pay-per-view with a broke back. Now he's got the broke neck, possibly. And he didn't show up. Are you serious?
No, it's just neck and back damage.
Is that what they said?
Yes.
Are you serious?
Yes.
I did not even hear that. Oh my...
That's exactly what he said. Neck and back damage. I was like,
damage.
yeah.
What is this, a freaking video game?
Yeah.
Now, The Rock gets his little video package promoting for him going to WrestleMania 28, which I find weird because it doesn't seem like there's a whole lot of wrestling. Dude, we know he's a star. Duh!
Yeah, it's like showing him doing Samoan dances and going back to his old high school.
What?
And he's talking about Twitter and Facebook a lot. He's like, I love Twitter and Facebook. It's like showing him on his computer, like typing.
Oh my gosh. It was a cool promo, but...
It was a cool promo.
I didn't know if they were promoting for a movie or a match. I mean, you know what I mean?
I thought for a while they were promoting Twitter and Facebook.
Yeah.
I was confused.
Alright. Beth versus Eve.
Oh, God.
And of course, Beth is the Divas champion. Anyways, 10-second match. I believe it was. I didn't time this one.
Annihilates Eve.
With the Grand Slam. Boom. Out of nowhere. 1, 2, 3. What the crap.
And
if you want to know what a squash match is, this is a squash match.
Okay. And then this is crap. Okay? This is crap. Shut up.
Oh, get your nasty hand on her face.
Anyways.
Blech.
So, Kane comes on the screen. And he's like, hey, Eve. All Zach would have had to do you know that everything that Zach could have... Will you quit it while I'm trying to talk? You're killing me here.
I didn't do anything.
I see you. Anyways, so he says, you know, everything that's been done... Stop it!
I'm not doing anything.
That's not my flow, man. Alright. So he says, everything that has been done to Zach could have been avoided if only Cena had embraced the hate. Instead of going away from the hate. And now he's concentrating on The Rock instead of going to the hate. And this bothered me because it made no sense. There's no tangible thing here that Cena needs to do in order to release his friends from all this destruction and, you know, mayhem.
Yeah.
Like, it would be like a ransom guy calling the kidnappers calling the kid's parents and being like, I need you to show me love in order to get your kid back. It's like, what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to give you money? Am I supposed to give you a hug? See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's confusing. So that bothered me. Anyways, it didn't make sense. So now he says, I'm going to inflict so much pain on Zack Ryder and I'm going to use you as a conduit for the pain.
I know, it was like conduit for pain. It's like, what is he, a mad electrician now?
I mean, it was good. I
just thought that the wording was weird, but
it was weird for a promo, even though it made sense.
Yeah.
Okay, so then Eve. I can't stand Eve now. Eve is like the new Kelly Kelly. Like, I can't stand her. Because, what does she do? She stands there like a deer in the headlights. I'm sorry, but if somebody told me they were going to use me as a conduit from pain, my butt would be headed out of there. To a security guard, or a policeman.
I thought you said you weren't scared of Kane.
I'm not, but I'm just saying, if somebody said they were going to use me as a conduit for pain, I would move.
Yeah, you wouldn't just stand there.
I wouldn't just stand there with my mouth open.
In the combat zone.
So then, thank you for helping me. Anyway, so then, oh my gosh, Kane is behind her. So what does she do? She does what's wrong with women in the world, okay? She sits on the ground and screams.
Well, she didn't.
What is wrong with you? You would rather be a victim and just sit on the ground and scream, oh no, I need a man to save me! Help me, help me! I'm in distress!
A man did come in.
Once again, the boy is standing over you like this. You were right here. Kick him right there, girl.
Kick him where?
In the balls. Kick him in the balls. It's not that hard. At least give it a shot. Don't just sit there. So as this bothers me, because she's supposed to be a wrestler, she's supposed to be tough, but no, she's just screeching on the ground. Then her man does come and save her.
No, not her man.
But her big brother of her man.
Yeah.
Cena to the rescue, comes in, and she disappears. Comes in.
Yeah, she could have disappeared earlier, right?
I know, but now she can run because her man is there to save her. Not her man, whatever.
Her man's man.
Her man's man is there to save her. Thank you.
Bro,
alright. So then, Cena comes in and hits Kane with the steps and like
hits the solid steel
crap out of him.
Solid steel steps to the shoulders. Very devastating.
Very devastating. Anyways, so, and as the crowd cheered, I had this brilliant thought. Oh, they're using the Cena Kane thing to get the crowd to like Cena again.
How?
Because, look, think about it. For what? It's boo, Cena sucks, let's go Cena, boo, boo, there's all this confusion.
Like all this booing.
So now they introduce this ultra heel, this like killer of women, this
Kane?
like hurting Zack Ryder, Kane, the monster, which I still don't buy. But anyways, you know, they introduce this person as someone everyone can hate, and then Cena comes in as the big white knight, rescues the damsel in distress, which everybody loves, and all the sheep go, yay!
Yeah, but he was saying stuff like, sounded like heelish, like Cena was saying, like, we're going to turn up the party in here, and he's going all Thungadomit style, and
yeah,
he's trying
but that's what made him, I mean, yeah, but that's what people have been complaining, that he's such a wuss, and he never fights back, and
so
he just sits there and smiles. So now they're finding a way to make him tough without making heel, therefore bringing him up in the crowd's mind.
So you're saying that he got provoked far enough, being like the good guy, he got provoked far enough from a bad guy that he finally defends himself and he's legitimized his toughness.
That is exactly what I'm trying to say.
I buy that.
Basically.
So he doesn't have to turn heel, he just has to get people to think that he's tough. So when he goes into WrestleMania, you won't have so many people booing him?
That's what I'm thinking.
But don't you want people to boo Cena and cheer for The Rock?
See, I haven't figured out those dynamics yet, but this clearly seems to me as a way to put Cena over more.
That's a good thought. We'll have to see how everything unfolds. But now Johnny Ace, it's time for him to face the music.
Oh, well, yeah, Kane runs away.
Oh, yeah, he runs away, which is really weird, but I guess
I thought he was an undefeatable
okay, so he's going to do
monster.
the FU to Cena, and he says, oh, God, he's gone too far. I mean, he's embraced the 8 too much. So, I mean, he runs away. So now we got Johnny Ace. He's got to face the music. He gives himself 5 stars on everything. Says that he's
I'm
like
awesome.
1 out of 5, 0 out of 5 stars. I'm awesome. 5 stars. 5 stars.
Yeah.
5
so
times.
anyways, Triple H comes and he's like, you grabbed this title from me. You're not doing a good job. You're trying to make yourself a star like you couldn't before. Laryngitis, like I'm trying to make Raw better. Triple H, so they go have a good sparring match. You know, Vince ran Raw, personal decisions clouded his judgment, and they replaced him. I ran Raw, personal decisions clouded his judgment, I replaced him. You're like doing the same thing, letting personal decisions cloud your judgment. So then Laryngitis says, I'll do anything to keep my job.
Anything.
Anything. And Triple H says, oh, that's vague. And he goes in this little tangent, he's like, that's a problem in executive direction today. It was kind of a random, like, thought bubble for him. But anyways, and he says, I could make you apologize, do it, apologize, big boos. Laryngitis is like, oh, Triple H has shown me the error of my ways.
Yeah, he gives this long, drawn out.
Forgive divine. Like, it was hilarious.
And, like, the boos just intensified.
It was great.
Like, he built it up perfectly. Like, Laryngitis is really good at this. He is really good.
I don't know how he doesn't laugh. I would have busted out laughing on the to forgive is divine part. Yeah. But anyways, boo.
They didn't accept, of course.
Didn't accept. So, Triple H is like, do you want to be a superstar? Let's have a gauntlet match, and all the people that want to shot at you will just line up and beat you down. And he's like, no, that's not fair. I got it. My father-in-law was a genius. When people didn't like him,
oh no,
he would have that person join a certain club. And then all the chants start.
Oh yeah.
Kiss my ass, on your knees, you know, all this stuff. And then, sure enough, Laryngitis is like, I don't have to do this. He gets out the lip balm and, like, squats down. He's, like, ready to go. And then Triple H is like, psych, you were really going to do it, weren't you, you freak? And he's like, you even put lip balm on. And he's like, I wouldn't let your lips near me. You need professional help. And then he goes, he gets all wound up now. He's building it up. I'm going to do what needs to be done. The board says that I have put my personal problems behind me and I can take over Raw whenever I feel like it. It warms my heart that I wish you well.
And then, gong! It's the freaking Undertaker returning with his original music.
Woo! Which, by the way, I was really happy to see the original music. And if you would like to know how I feel about his newer music, you can watch
Not their newer music, the the Johnny Cash
crappy country
version
song
from last year.
My debut video on YouTube is, as a surprise to no one, I'm sure, basically me going on a 40-minute tangent about how much I hate his old music and Chronix debating with me, to which I dominated because I am the debate champion.
Oh my god.
Because I have a trophy.
You won't believe how much hate we got on that video because you were insane.
And I have medals too.
Oh my gosh.
But anyways,
Crystal's very first YouTube video ever. Anyways, Undertaker comes in the ring, he has a stare off, they look at the WrestleMania sign, they look at the WrestleMania sign some more, and pretty much
they just keep staring at it like a kid staring at the sun.
Like, I think we get it now, and of course the crowd loves it.
Yeah. They have a silent stare, and then he looks at the WrestleMania sign and he goes, like he does, and then, now this was funny, because Triple H goes,
I know, right?
And then walks off. And then he gets the evil glare, he stares at the sign some more, and then gong, and he goes off.
So it looks like he's going to be Undertaker and Triple H at WrestleMania.
Which I thought they settled this last year. I thought we were done.
I totally saw this coming. We'll have to see how the rest of the WrestleMania build and the Elimination Chamber build comes in.
And count the more points.
The more points to WrestleMania.